Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, if we have not yet practiced together, and welcome to my Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree yoga flow. So this class is designed to be playful and fun. It will help to let your inner child out. It will hopefully get you into the holiday spirit. We will be rolling around and rocking around on our mats and moving in unique ways. If you have any kind of Christmassy or wintry activewear, you can get that on. If you would like to play some Christmas music with this class, you can do that. I don't play any music with my classes, so please grab whatever music you like. Grab whatever you need to get set up for this class. For this class, you won't need any props, just yourself and your mat. However, if you do normally like to use blocks in your practice, you can grab those and you can use them. If you enjoy this class, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You can also share this class or my channel with a friend, a family member, or on social media. And you can leave me a quick comment letting me know how this class went for you. I always love reading your comments and hearing how the class went for you. Thank you for being here and thank you for your support. Without further ado, let's begin on our back in Shavasana. So make yourself as comfortable as you can here. Settling in on your mat, taking up as much space as you would like. Allowing your entire body to release down onto your mat. And then connecting in with your breath. Becoming aware of each breath as it moves in and becoming aware of each breath as it moves out. Notice the movements of your breath in your body. Notice where you feel your breath the most in your body right now. Notice how it feels to simply rest here on your mat and breathe. There's nothing you need to do right now, and there is nowhere that you have to be except for right here, right now. Now for this practice, I would like you to take the following words with you as we move through our class. Joy, wonder, and awe. What do these words mean to you? How could you live each day with a little bit more joy and a little bit more excitement? Could you be a little bit curious about what each moment might bring? And could you allow life to unfold however it wants to? Notice how you are feeling right here at the start of your class. Can you connect in with a sense of joy, wonder, and awe? Begin to breathe a little bit deeper. Perhaps feeling your belly expand as you breathe in. And then feeling it release as you breathe out, softening down towards the mat. From here, find some movement, any kind of movement that feels good for you. Wiggling your fingers and toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles. Bring your knees into your chest when you're ready. Rock a little bit from side to side. Good. From here, bring your legs back out long on your mat. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. You can interlace your fingers together, stretching your palms towards the wall behind you. Can you take up even more space? Can you find a bit more length here? And then bring everything back in towards your chest, arms around the legs. Bring your arms out into a T, knees over top of the hips, finding your reverse tabletop position. We're going to move into a bit of a dynamic twist from side to side. So from here, we are going to lower our legs down to a hover over to the right-hand side. So keeping them lifted up off the ground, bring them back through center, and then lower them down to the left-hand side, keeping them off of the ground, back through center, over to the right side to a hover, back through center to the left side, keeping them at a hover. Continue to move like this. Breathe in whatever way feels good for you here. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. Good. Let's do one more on each side. Good. The next time that you're over towards the right, keep your legs there. Lower all the way down to the ground. You can bring your right hand on your left leg if you like. Look wherever feels comfortable for you. Left arm out towards the left side, and maybe you look towards the left fingers, but only if that feels comfortable for your neck. Good. Bring your right arm back out to the side. We'll move on over to the second side, so legs go back through center. And then you can release them all the way down to the ground on the left side. Left hand could come onto the right leg, right arm out to the right side still. And look wherever feels good for you. Good. Let's bring the left arm back out to the left side. Legs come through center. Bring both legs back long on your mat. From here, coming into fallen tree pose, we'll bring the sole of the right foot to either the left calf, the shin, or the thigh. And you can even keep it lower towards the ankle if you like, wherever feels good for you. So bringing the sole of the right foot somewhere on the left leg. And maybe here in this pose, you visualize a tree that has fallen over in a forest. Maybe it's a very large tree. Maybe it's small. Good, we'll just do this now on the second side. So right leg will extend out long. Now it's the sole of the left foot that can come anywhere on the right leg that you like. Maybe down to the lower leg or up on the thigh, the inner thigh, wherever you like. And we'll settle in here for just a little bit. One more breath. Good, release. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your hands onto the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings. We're going to rock back and forth along the length of our spine, gaining some momentum, and we're going to land in a boat pose. So balancing on your sit bones, sitting up nice and tall, hands can stay on the legs, or you can release one hand, maybe both hands. From here, bring your hands back on the thighs. We're going to continue that movement a few times. So start to rock back and forth along the length of your spine, building some momentum. And then finding your way back into your boat pose, Navasana. Hands can stay on your legs or maybe release them. Maybe you extend your legs up towards the sky. Let's rock back and forth once again. Continue to move like this, moving in your own way and at your own pace. Bringing some awareness and some engagement to the core. Trying something a little bit different in our yoga practice, maybe something you've never done before. Let's do one more like this. Landing in boat pose. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. You can release your hands if you like, or you can keep them on your legs. Good, lower down onto your back. Right knee in towards your chest, left leg long. From here, bring your left leg up towards the sky. Same thing as before, only we have a different position with our legs. So we're going to find that rocking movement back and forth along the spine, gaining some momentum. Doing what you need to make this movement work for you. Good. From here, come all the way up to a seated position. Keep your left leg, your extended leg up off of the ground for just a little bit. Good. So the leg is lifted here. Sit up nice and tall. Release it down. Sit up nice and tall once again. We're going to wrap the left arm around the right leg. Reach the right arm up. And bring the right fingers behind your back for a twist. Good. Come back through center, and we'll move through that a few times. So beginning to roll back onto your back, back forward, rolling back and forth along the spine. The next time that you're up, on your sitting bones, stay there. Plant your right foot down. Keep your left leg, your extended leg lifted off of the ground. Sit up a little bit taller. Release it. Come into your twist. Left arm wraps around the bent leg. Right arm reaches up. You can plant the fingers down onto the ground behind you. Can you sit up a little bit taller? Can you find more length through your spine? Good. Come back to center, grabbing onto the right leg once again. Find that rocking movement back and forth along your spine. Coming up, planting the right foot down, keeping the left leg lifted. Tap the left heel down to the ground. Lift it up. 4 more. 2 more. Lower it down, come into that twist once again. Left arm wraps around the right leg, right hand comes behind you. Look over the right shoulder. Good, come back to center. Lower down onto your back, right knee in towards your chest. Just for a moment here, bring your right leg across your body with your left hand. Right arm extends out to the right side for a twist. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. On your next breath in, come back to center, right knee in towards the chest. Bring your left knee into your chest, right leg goes long. We'll do that on the second side now, so the right leg can extend up towards the ceiling. We're going to rock back and forth along the length of our spine, finding some momentum, gaining some speed, engaging the core, coming up to seated, planting the left foot down to the mat. Hands are still around the left leg. Keep your right leg, your extended leg, lifted up off of the ground. Good. Lift the top of your head up towards the sky. Lower the right foot down. Wrap the right arm around the left leg. Left arm reaches up. And then bring the fingers down behind your back for your twist. Can you sit up a little bit taller, finding more length and space through your spine? Come through center, lower down, start to find your rocking movement back and forth along your spine. Come to seated, planting the left foot down, keeping the right leg lifted here for a moment. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Release the foot down. Right arm wraps around the left leg, left arm reaches up. And bring the left hand behind your back for your twist. Good, come through center, fingers wrap around the left leg once again, rock back and forth along the length of your spine. Good, left foot plants down, keep your right leg lifted, sit up nice and tall. From here, lower the foot to tap the ground, lift it back up. 4 more. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, find your twist. Right arm wraps around the left leg, left hand comes around your back for your twist. Sitting up nice and tall, even taller than you thought you could. Come back through center, lower all the way down onto your mat. From here, taking a twist on our back. So bring the left leg across your body, using the right hand to guide it down towards the ground. Left arm extends out towards the left side. And look wherever feels comfortable for your neck. Take a big breath in and release it. On your next breath in, take it back through center. Hug both knees into your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. From here, bring your legs up towards the sky, grabbing onto the backs of your legs. Rock back and forth along your spine, gaining some momentum and coming all the way up into a standing position. Shoulders over top of the hips. Lift your head up towards the sky. Good. Breathe in, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, fold down over your legs. We'll hang out here in our forward fold for a breath or 2. Your legs can be as bent as you would like them to be. You can rock from side to side if you like. We are, after all, rocking around the Christmas tree today, so we might as well rock around in our forward fold. Good. Let's plant the hands down onto the mat. Step both feet back to plank, and then lift the hips up nice and high towards the sky. Make sure your fingers are spread far apart here. You can find some movement here, pedaling it out through one leg and then the other. Let's now step the right foot up to the top of the mat, to the right side of the mat. So the hands are to the inside of the right foot. Lizard lunge. Good. From here, left foot will step up to the left side of the mat. Outside of the left hand, bring your hands together at heart center. Find a squat, sitting the hips low. Good, bring the hands down to your mat. Step the left foot back, and then the right foot back into your downward facing dog. Left foot will step first this time, left side of the mat, moving just like before. Right foot follows left. Hands at heart center, sit your hips a little bit lower if you are able to. Lift your heart up, lift your head up. Plant your hands down, step the left foot back, and then the right foot. Right foot steps top of the mat, right side of the mat, left foot, left side of the mat, hands at heart center. Same thing as before. Doing this a couple more times. Plant the hands down as you're ready. Step the right foot back and then the left foot. Left foot will step up, top of the mat, left side of the mat. Right foot will step up to the right side of the mat. Hands at heart center, lower your hips down towards the ground. Good, bring your hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back and then the right foot. Downward facing dog. Right foot, right side of the mat. Left foot, left side of the mat. Hands at heart center, sit your hips low. Hands down, step the right foot back and then the left foot. Good, one more time here at the left foot first. Left foot, left side of the mat. Right foot, right side of the mat. Hands lift up to heart center. Sit the hips down. Hands down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of your mat. However you would like to do that is good. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. As you breathe out, fold down over your legs. As you breathe in, come all the way up to stand. Breathing out, hands at heart center. From here, we are going to lower ourselves all the way down to our mats. And we are going to find that rocking movement back and forth along the length of our spine. And then we are going to make our way all the way back up to our standing position. So you can do whatever you would like with your hands or with your arms here. Lower your hips all the way down to the ground. If you need to use your arms, your hands, you can. Grab onto the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, and start to rock back and forth. When you feel like you have enough momentum, plant your feet down at the front of your mat. Come all the way up to stand. Good, let's do that a few more times. Lower all the way down to the ground, using your hands for assistance if you need, hands to the hamstrings. Rock back and forth a few times. When you feel like you have enough momentum, plant your feet down, press down through the feet, come all the way up to stand. Good, 2 more times. Take your time to lower all the way down to the ground, hands on the legs, rock back and forth. Making your way back up to your standing position when you're ready. 1 more time. Lower your hips all the way down to the mat. Rock back and forth along the length of your spine. And then planting your feet firmly down onto the mat, lifting yourself all the way up, using the strength of your legs. Good. From here, lift your right knee up. Hands can be at heart center or hands can be on your hips. From here, we'll come into tree pose. So we'll bring the right foot to the left inner thigh. You could also bring it to the left shin or even on the left ankle, wherever you like. Find somewhere out in front of you to look at, to hold your gaze. This is called your drishti, and it will help you with your balance. Good. From here, bring your right knee back out in front of you. Make your way into warrior 3. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Hands at heart center, or if you would like a bit of assistance with your balance, you can bring your hands down towards the ground, lowering your upper body a bit down towards the ground as you do that. Good. From here, come all the way back up. Right knee up towards the chest, and then place the right foot down. From here, bring your feet out to the edges of your mat, toes out, heels in, lower all the way down into a malasana, a yogi squat. So your feet are at the edges of your mat, toes out, heels in, sitting the hips down towards the ground, but still finding some strength here through the core and through the legs. From here, lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Come into boat pose. Lower down to your mat. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock from side to side. From here, we are going to rock back and forth along the length of our spine. You guessed it. And this time we're going to come into that yogi squat, malasana. Now take all the time that you need to get there. Find your way into malasana, your yogi squat, in whatever way works for you. So if rocking and rolling isn't working for you, find a different way to get there. Taking your time, knowing that this is your practice and this is your time on your mat. If you are in your malasana, your yogi squat, we'll be here for a little bit longer. Continue to breathe. Lift your head up towards the sky. And if you're still making your way into your malasana, no worries. Take your time. Good. From here, ground down, press down into both of your feet to lift yourself all the way up to stand. Bring your feet back in towards hip distance apart. And we'll do that flow on the second side. Bring your left knee out in front of you, lifting the knee up towards the chest. And we'll make our way into tree pose now. So you can bring the left foot to the right ankle, the right shin, or maybe up towards the thigh. Hands can be however you would like them. Let's settle in, find your drishti, and let's breathe. Bring your left knee back out in front of you. Left leg is bent. Lift the knee up towards your chest a little bit more. Making our way now into warrior 3. Extending your left leg long back behind you, reaching your heart forward. Hands can stay at your heart or wherever they are, or you can place them down onto the ground, using just the tips of your fingers to help support you in this pose. Good. From here, come all the way back up, taking your left knee back into your chest and then placing it back down. Bring the feet back out to the edges of your mat, toes out, heels in towards one another. Lower all the way down, slowly and with control, into malasana, yogi squat. Lower your hips down to your mat. Come into boat pose. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Roll down. or lower down onto your back. We'll hang out here for a few breaths. Find any movements that feels good for you. Good. From here, find stillness. You can grab onto your legs if you like. We're going to rock back and forth. We're making our way into that yogi squat malasana. So you can let go of your legs when you're ready. Hands come at heart center, grounding down through the feet. Making your way into malasana, taking all the time that you need to get there. Good. Come all the way back up now to stand top of the mat using the strength of your legs. Feet can come back towards hip distance apart. Arms can release down to the sides of your body. Breathe in, reach your arms up. As you breathe out, fold down over your legs. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. As you breathe out, plant the hands down, step back to plank. And then shift it back to downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Good. Let's now step the left foot through top of the mat, coming into our low lunge, twisted position. Right hand will stay where it is, grounding down on the mat. Left arm will reach up towards the sky, opening yourself up towards the left side of the room, grounding firmly down into the left foot, as well as the ball of the right foot. Bring now the left hand to the inside of the left foot and walk your way over towards the center of your mat, bringing the feet nice and far apart, and the feet are parallel to one another. Wide-legged forward fold. Release down towards the ground. Good. We're going to move through these two postures a few times. So walk your way over towards the front of your mat. Coming onto the ball of your right foot, your back foot. Right hand stays down. Open your left arm up towards the sky. Bring the left hand down. Walk yourself over towards the center of your mat, facing the long edge of your mat. Find your fold. Walk yourself over now to the front of the mat. Right hand stays down. Left arm opens up. Right away, left hand comes down. Make your way into your wide-legged forward fold. Releasing down towards the earth. Walk your hands over towards the front of your mat. Right hand down. Left arm sweeps up high. Left hand down. Make your way back into your forward fold. From here, we are going to do that same thing on the other side. So turn to face the back of your mat. So the right foot will be in front. Coming onto the ball of your left foot, left hand plants down. Lift your right arm up high towards the sky. Opening yourself up towards the right side. Lower the right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Start to spin towards the long edge of your mat, finding your forward fold. Releasing, letting go, and surrendering towards the earth. Good. Walk yourself back over towards the right foot, facing the back of your mat. Left hand plants down, right arm lifts up. Bring the right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Wide-legged forward fold once again. And we'll move through this flow a couple more times. Come back towards your low lunge and open it up into your twist. Right arm sweeps high. Ground down through your left hand. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Make your way once again into your low lunge. Left hand grounds firmly down onto the mat. Right arm sweeps up high. Come back into your wide-legged forward fold one last time. Make your way now to the front of your mat. So your hands will frame your left foot and step up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. From here, lower your hips down to the mat. Bring your hands onto your knees and start to rock back and forth along the length of your spine. We're meeting in a standing forward fold when you're ready. So planting the feet down, grounding them down, finding strength through your legs, standing up and folding all the way down over your legs. From here, lowering your hips down. We'll try that a couple more times. Hips come down to the mat, rock back and forth along your spine. Then plant your feet down. Use the strength of your legs to lift your hips up. Fold down over your legs. Take a big breath in and release it. Once more like that, hands on the knees, lower the hips all the way down to the mat. Rock back and forth a few times. Finding momentum, making your way up into your forward fold. Good. From here, lower down. Bring your hands around your right knee. Left leg is long. Lower down onto your back. Take your right knee towards your right shoulder. Back through center. To the right shoulder. Back through center. Continuing to find some movement like this. From here, find center, find stillness. Lift your left leg up towards the sky. You guessed it, we're rocking back and forth along the spine, gaining some momentum. Coming up into a seated position. So both legs will come down. The right leg is still bent, left leg is long. Sit up nice and tall. From here, lift your right foot up off of the mat. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Stay here, starting to twist towards the right side. You could extend the right leg if you like. Your right hand can be on the right thigh, or you can start to reach the right arm towards the back of your mat. Your right leg doesn't have to be completely straight here. One more breath. Good. Come through center. Bring the sole of your right foot to the left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. And then you can start to fold down over your left leg. Couple more breaths here. Allowing your breath to flow easily and effortlessly. Letting it move in and out of the body. Through the nose or through the mouth, whatever you like. Come back up to seated. Extend your right leg long, left leg will bend. And we'll try that on the other side now. So first, lower down onto your back. Once you're there, start to take the left knee towards the left shoulder. Take it back through center, over to the left shoulder once again. Continuing to find some movement like this. Good. From here, extend your right leg up towards the sky. Once again, finding that rocking movement back and forth along the spine. Gaining some momentum, just enough so that you can come up to a seated position. Right leg is long, left leg is bent still here. Sit up nice and tall. From here, lift your left leg up and bring the right hand to the outside of your left foot. From here, you can leave your left hand on your left leg. Maybe you start to open yourself up towards the left side. Maybe you extend the left leg. Maybe you open your left arm towards the back of your mat. Finding a little bit more space. One more breath. Noticing where you're feeling this posture in your body today. Good. Come back through center. Bring the left foot now to the right inner thigh. Find length through your spine once again. And then when you're ready, you can start to fold over your right leg, walking your fingers out towards the top of your mat. Releasing, letting go, surrendering. Is there something that you are holding on to right now that you can let go of? Maybe it's a thought, maybe it's a person, maybe a situation, an object. It could be anything. We'll spend a little bit more time here in this fold. Good. Right from here, let's come into a cross-legged position and then make your way into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Bring the big toes to touch. Knees can be as far apart or as close together as you like. We're coming into a child's pose. If you would like more of a stretch for your hips, bring the knees farther apart. Less of a stretch for the hips, you can bring them closer together. Chest lowers down towards the ground. Hips come to the heels. Child's pose. Take this time to rest. As you take your next breath in, come all the way up into a kneeling position. Shoulders over the hips, over top of the knees, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your right hand down the right leg. Side bend over towards the right side. Inhale through center, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over towards the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands down to the mat and into child's pose. Twice more like that. On your next breath in, come into your kneeling position. Shoulders over the hips, over the knees, arms up. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center, arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, child's pose. Settle in here. As you take your next breath in, one final time through that flow, kneeling position, shoulders over the hips, over top of the knees. As you exhale, side bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the other side. Inhale through center. Exhale, child's pose. Rest it back. Get comfortable. Get settled in here. What part or parts of your body could you relax here in your child's pose? Two more breaths. And then we'll make our way onto our back once again. Good. Bring your hands in towards your knees, sitting up. Come into a seated position with your legs in front of you. And take your time to lower down onto your back. Once you are there, let's bring the feet to the edges of your mat. Knees are bent, knees up towards the ceiling, and just begin to take your knees from side to side. The next time that your knees are over to the left side, allow them to stay there for a moment. Take them back through center and over to the right side. We'll stay here for a little bit. Bring your legs back through center. Feet stay where they are, knees are bent. Bring the knees in to touch one another. Constructive rest pose. Bring both knees now into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and rock from side to side. Moving towards one hip and one shoulder, and then the opposite hip and shoulder. Noticing how you are feeling. How is your body feeling? And how is your mind feeling? What kinds of thoughts are you having? What kinds of emotions are you experiencing? Release, let go, soften onto your mat. As you come into Shavasana, final pose of class. Take your time to get comfortable here. Find a position that feels good for you. Taking into account how you are feeling right here and right now. Making any movements or any adjustments that you would like to make in order to settle in, in order to find some ease in this posture. And once you are there, I invite you to think back to those 3 words. we reflected on at the start of class. Joy, wonder, and awe. How does it feel to rest here on your mat and breathe? And how does it feel to reflect on these words? How can you integrate these qualities into your life, both on and off of your mat? How can you connect with your inner child? Can you allow yourself to open up and see all of the possibilities and all of the opportunities that exist around you each and every day? Can you experience life with a lighter heart and a more playful attitude? Can you take the spirit of a child into your life as you move off of your mat? Notice what's happening in your body and in your mind as you hear these words. Allow your entire body to soften and release, to let go and surrender towards your mat and towards the ground and towards the earth. Can you release any tension in your body? Are you holding on to some tension in between your eyebrows or in your forehead? Maybe in your jaw. Perhaps it's your neck or your shoulders or your hips. Can you gradually, bit by bit, breath by breath, release and let go of some of this built up tension that has been stored in your body. Take a moment to notice how you are feeling here at the end of your class. Begin to now deepen your breath, perhaps making each inhale and each exhale a little bit longer than the previous one. As you feel ready, find any movement that feels good for you. Making your way over onto one side whenever you are ready, and there's no rush. This is your practice, this is your time. When you are on one side, though, you can rest your head on your bottom arm. You can bring your knees in towards your chest. And once you are there, I invite you to think of a few things that you are grateful for. And anything that comes to mind here is wonderful. You can press yourself up and come into a comfortable seated position as you're ready. Again, there's no rush. You can always pause this video if you would like to. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope that it was fun, and I hope that it felt playful for you. I hope that you are able to connect with your inner child a little bit. If you did enjoy this class, like I said at the beginning of the video, it would be really great if you subscribe to my channel. This is the best way to support my channel. And by subscribing to my channel, it ensures that you never miss one of my classes. You can also share this class with a friend or family member or on social media. And you can leave me a quick comment letting me know how this class went for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you next week on your mat. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.